So you want to start a mastermind group for entrepreneurs. That's awesome. Mastermind groups have been a big part of what have helped me become successful in my business. And I've also been a part of mastermind groups that haven't worked out and that have dissolved or fallen apart. Check out this video so I can share with you some best practices for how to create one that lasts for the long haul. Mastermind groups can help entrepreneurs grow their income and their impact. It's a way to share best practices with other people. It's a way to avoid the pitfalls that other people have faced. It's a way to feel not so lonely in your business, to bond and connect with other people who can relate to what you're going through. The problem, however, with creating a mastermind group is that they can fall apart. Sometimes you can have the best intentions in the world and pull together amazing people, and for whatever reason, the group just doesn't gel or bond or form, and it falls apart. I personally lead a mastermind. I lead a mastermind that's a paid mastermind. I'm the leader of it, and people join. I've been doing that for 6 years, effectively and profitably. And I've also participated in and even led masterminds that have dissolved or fallen apart. So I want to share with you some of what I've learned in all these years of working with mastermind groups. So the 4 things to remember to always think about when you're putting together a mastermind group is who, why, what, when, and how. So the who is, who are the people that you're going to bring together? This is probably the most important decision that you'll make when you put together a mastermind group. The people are what make a mastermind group or break it. So think about having people that can really contribute to each other. So you want to think about what industry these people are in, what experiences they've had, what they know and can contribute to the group. Sometimes we get so caught up in who could benefit from a group like this that we forget to consider who's going to contribute. And really, every single person that you bring into a mastermind group should be someone who has the ability to contribute in big ways to the group. So once you're clear about who are these people, people who can really contribute and uplift other people, then think about what are going to be the topics? What are going to be the things that you address in the mastermind group? What are these people's pain points? What are their problems? What are their challenges? What do they need support and guidance with? Making sure that you're curating the right people. And really, I would recommend starting kind of small, especially at the beginning, to really build up the culture and then start adding people. Once you know who these people are, then you can have a really much better idea of why you're gathering and what you're going to do each time you gather. So that's the second piece you'll want to consider. Why are you bringing these people together? What is the purpose of gathering this particular group of curated people that you're going to bring together? Now, is this for business growth? Is this for personal development? Is this for bonding? Is it for all 3? So once you're clear about why you're gathering, number 1, it's going to be a lot easier to enroll people into your mastermind, whether it's paid or unpaid. You'll still have to enroll people in your vision and get them excited about it. And secondly, it'll really help you determine what you're going to do in your mastermind. So that brings me to the what. The what is the vision of this mastermind? What are you going to be addressing in the mastermind? What are going to be the topics of conversation? What are you going to call the mastermind, right? Like strategically and from a vision and a mission perspective, what is the role of this mastermind in people's lives? Another thing you'll want to address here is whether you're going to have this mastermind be paid or unpaid. Now, I've participated and led both kinds of masterminds, and I will say that I am partial. I am biased to a paid mastermind. And the reason for that is that I've discovered, in my opinion, my experience, that when people pay, they pay attention. They are more present, they're more engaged, they're more likely to show up, they're more likely to show up on time, they're more likely to stay the whole time, they're most likely to be fully present the whole time. And what I found is a lot of times when it's a free mastermind, then you have people not quite as engaged. People think, okay, well, I have this opportunity to do this thing, or I could do my mastermind. Well, the mastermind's free, right? They don't take it as seriously. Now, that's not always the case. And I certainly have one mastermind that I'm a member of right now that everyone shows up, or most everyone shows up every single time on time. And we're a really high level group of committed individuals. And so that's where we go back to the who. It's important. Who are you bringing together? Now, like I said, I'm partial to paid masterminds, and I have videos that you can watch all about how to create and monetize masterminds. So the last thing is the when and the how. This is all kind of the logistical stuff, the format, the structure of the experience, where you're going to gather. Is it going to be online or is it in person? Are you going to meet every month? Are you going to meet every 6 weeks? Are you going to meet once a year? Right? So what is the format of this? And then how are you going to meet? Once you get together, is it going to be a small group where everybody gets a turn and everybody focuses on that one person for a certain amount of time? Or is it going to be a situation where you have bigger groups and shorter time frames? So maybe everybody goes for 15 minutes, but you're in one big group. Or do you want to break it out into mastermind groups, smaller groups? So you have one big mastermind, and then each time you gather, you have a different breakout experience. So, one time you might be with these 3 people, and another time you might be with those 3 people. Another thing to think about is, how do people enroll in the mastermind? Is it invitation only? Is it an application process? Is it anybody who wants to come can come? I don't recommend that, by the way. How are you going to get people on board with it? And then once they're on board, really, really important, what are the rules of engagement? What do they have to commit to? Do they have to commit to coming every single time? Are they allowed to miss? And then what are the rules of communication for your mastermind? So a lot of times what can bring a mastermind down and make it not work is the way people are interacting and communicating inside of it. Honestly, there's nothing worse than coming into a mastermind to get help with a great new idea that you're excited about, and then having everybody there knock down your idea. Now, I'm not saying that you don't want people to be honest, but you do want to create certain rules of engagement so that you don't hurt people or that you don't deflate their ideas and their vision. The whole point of a mastermind, in my opinion, is to grow and to have bigger vision and to be able to create something bigger than you could create on your own. So if you come into a mastermind and consistently are being shot down, people aren't going to come back. So there are ways to give good, reliable, honest feedback without bursting someone's bubble. And the way to do that is to have communication guidelines. When we do masterminds, we have a sheet where we list on one side how to give feedback and on the other side how to receive feedback. So on the giving side of feedback, we share certain language that we don't use in our mastermind. So for example, you'll never hear someone in one of our masterminds say, or if they do say it, they'll get corrected, "You should do this. You have to do this." All right? Anything that's prescriptive like that feels heavy and is kind of aggressive even. And it doesn't feel good as a recipient of feedback for people to tell you what you have to or should do. So instead, we ask people to use language like, "I invite you to consider this idea. Have you ever thought about trying it this way? What if you were to do this thing?" So it's always what if, would you consider? We're leaving the language open and flexible so that it's easier for people to receive. Now on the receiving side of things, it's really hard as a giver of feedback if every time you give feedback to someone, they're like, "No, I already tried that," or "That won't work for me," or "I hate that idea," right? We call it quashing ideas, right? So when somebody throws something out and the person immediately smacks it down, they quash the idea. Now the problem with that is twofold. Number one, if you quash every idea or you have a negative kind of attitude and you're always quashing ideas, you're not going to get the benefit of the mastermind. The second problem around it, though, is that it limits how much people will want to give you. If people see you quashing someone's ideas, they generally won't contribute. They'll just be quiet and wait for the next person. So having rules of engagement is really important. And I personally think that having it in writing and giving it to everyone who's present, or having it in a PDF if you're doing it virtually, and having everybody agree to it and even sign it, it goes a long way towards helping to create that kind of open, creative, co-creative, and collaborative environment. If you're interested in creating a mastermind, and especially if you're interested in creating and monetizing a mastermind like I've done, then set up a call with me. Let's have a discovery call and see if and how I can help you come up with some ideas for monetizing your mastermind relationships. You can find that at superstardiscoverycall.com.